All right, moving into the final segment of the day, and another sign that collapse is coming, like complete and total collapse, is we have reached the U.S. debt ceiling, and we're experiencing inflation already because of the lockdowns and stuff. There's more talk of more lockdowns coming, but that's not even confirmed. We can't or borrow more money because nobody has money because everybody around the world has been locked down and like if our economy collapses, our entire way of life collapses. It'll be chaos.
Winning. No.
And this might be a global problem.
Winning. No.
I mean, the Great Reset might be upon us. You will own nothing and you will be happy about it. I don't know if I'll be happy about it, but I might. You might succeed at making me own nothing. Which is why we're trying to build this institution. So if you could help us reach that membership goal, $5 a month, you get a free mug and you get access to exclusive clips. You get early access to the uncensored version of this. You get early access to our weekly podcast, and we're gonna do a live show. We're planning a live show. We're setting up the studio and stuff like behind us where we do the weekly show. Where we're gonna like set up an actual set and stuff, and we're gonna do a live show. We've been buying the equipment and stuff because that's how winning is done. We're funneling that back into you, and half that live show like that it's gonna because live you have to be censored. It's gonna be like something that like I can easily put up on all of these like social medias where they won't ban me and we can use them to the maximum effect before they don't need excuses to ban you.
Winning. No.
In which we can help funnel build this institution so we have like a bastion of culture and stuff that's not this fascist mess. Tim Pool's doing it, Daily Wire's doing it. They're a little bit different cultures. We need more of this in order to win. This is how you win fascism. This is how you win. You vote with your money. You stop watching their garbage and you start watching our garbage. So if you have to stop paying cable to stop watching their garbage, and you pay for us, which is cheaper, and it is what it is. I mean, it's up to you. If not, you can just go to the website. It's free. Everything's there. Like, share, subscribe. It's really how winning is done. That still immensely helps us, and that's how we move forward as a community because they banned Rucka Rucka Ali, man.
You suck.
They called him it gang related violence or some crap like that. Rucka Rucka, man. He's a comedian. He makes comedy music parodies. He's like Weird Al Yankovic. This getting out of control. But let's get back into the debt ceiling. U.S. hits debt ceiling, leaving Treasury a few months of runaway with extraordinary measures. The Treasury Department is embarking upon extraordinary measures to keep the United States temporarily from defaulting after the federal debt ceiling was reinstated and immediately became binding Sunday. A 2-year congressional suspension of the debt ceiling expired Sunday, making the level of federal debt more than $28 trillion the new ceiling. The Treasury is expected immediately to take emergency cash conservation steps to pay incoming bills without issuing debt over the limit. On Friday, it had already begun preparing for the deadline when it stopped selling state and local government series securities.
You suck.
We need to get off this debt. We need to balance the budget. We need to this mess. If we can still this mess. Because if we don't this mess, it's going to be bad.
Kinda wins.
The debt limit was paused at $22 trillion in 2019. National debt, $22 trillion in April of that year. Less than a year after it hit $21 trillion, then since then, federal spending grew massively over the course of the COVID-19 pandemic. If we collapse, nobody's going to vote for it. But it's going to be time for the purge. Like, the purge is going to happen. People watch any apocalyptics like that. Watch anything about human behavior when people are isolated.
Winning. No.
We can't afford this mess. We have to it. Congress must act to raise or suspend the cap, or the U.S. could fall behind on its obligations or fail to make payment on the debt. A scenario that would have catastrophic effects on global financial markets. Raising the ceiling has resulted in tension in the past, as the party out of power has often demanded concessions for agreeing on an increase. Senators revealed bill text and introduced $1.2 trillion infrastructure deal after rare weekend session. John Rosen, an adjunct economics, but I can't speak. Economics professors at the University of New Haven told the Washington Examiner that in the meantime, the Treasury would take steps to free up cash to pay incoming bills, such as redeeming investments in federal pension plans and essentially shedding assets to generate cash for Congress acts, some fiscal maneuvers of refunding and extraordinary measures. I might find myself homeless soon. I get paid, most of my money comes from my retirement. That's why we're trying to build this. I mean, I won't be homeless. I'll go sleep on my buddy's couch and get one of these labor jobs making money, because that's just how fucking wing is done. I mean, I won't be able to do this, which is why we're trying to get the membership going and trying to build the site and stuff. But I will survive. The current level of debt reflects the cumulative effect of all prior spending and tax decisions, which has been made by administration and congresses of both parties over time. She wrote, failure to meet those obligations would cause irreparable harm to the U.S. economy and the livelihoods of all Americans. Even the threat of failing to meet those obligations has caused detrimental impacts in the past, including the sole credit rating downgrade in the history of the nation in 2011. She added, highlighted that when the U.S. was downgraded from AA, AAA by AA plus by standard and as poor for the first in one only time. Damn, we are poor. Adding to the drama of the moment, Congress has been closed dividendly with in the 50-50 split. Senate will need to have 10 Republicans join with all the Democrats in order for the ceiling to be increased or paused by overcoming the filibuster, although Democrats could overcome that through budget reconciliation, where only a simple majority, including Vice President Kamala Harris, wrote is needed. No, we need. I don't know what budget reconciliation is, but if that's like we need to balance the budget.
That's how winning is done.
If that means we have to gut a bunch of fucking federal agencies, so fucking be it.
That's how winning is done.
Rosen said that he is quite certain that the Congress will find a resolution to the situation within the next 2 or 3 months because the implications of a genuine U.S. default would be calamitous for banks and the world financial system. Yeah, like the whole world is going to collapse. That's what happens when you lock us the down. Joel Griffin, a research fellow of the Conservative Heritage Foundation, said that he thinks the Congress should use the moment to make a difficult decision that needs to be made. Yeah, balance the budget. Congress should be using this opportunity to finally impose some spending controls, he told the Washington Examiner. We are mortgaging future generations. We are risking economic slowdowns and rising inflation because we have not gotten federal spending under control. Griffin said that he is not too confident that this time around it will be any different. He pointed out that several Republicans have joined the Democrats to pass pricey infrastructure spending packages, and that's going to bite us in the ass. They're stealing our wealth. They're turning us into slaves by stealing the wealth on the back end. It's still a tax. It's just a tax on our value instead of a direct tax on what we earn on our wealth. It's still a fucking tax. We're collapsing. We can't sustain this. The entire world can't sustain this. And if America, people don't like to see it. People don't like that fact sometimes. I don't think we should probably have been that in the first place, but we have become vitally integrated into the entire global system. And if we go down, the entire world is going to go into chaos, even more chaos than it's already in, and we're all going to fucking lose. We have to sit down, we have to talk to each other, we have to actively participate instead of voting in other people and hoping they do the right job. We have to go into the meetings every day and make sure they do the right job, and we have to this mess, or it's going to get fucking bad. Real fucking bad, real fucking quick. I'm just fucking saying. But anyways, as always, I'm Doc Camo. This has been my thought of the day, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.